Josh Tauses is with us, and he is the Trail Master, and he is from the Carrabassett Valley New England Mountain Bike Association. I didn't even get that right, did I?
That's a long name, huh?
It is a long one, isn't it? Yeah. Josh Tauses, I got that one right. Josh is with us, and we're here to talk about fat biking today, an emerging sport. I know a lot of people got fat bikes for Christmas, and they're looking for places to ride. And you're going to share some good information with them. Let's talk about places where you can go fat biking.
Yeah, great thing about fat biking is it's really the biggest growing sort of segment of the bicycling world.
Right.
It seems like its demographic spans a larger group of people. So
right.
Someone who might not necessarily be a hardcore dirt trail mountain biker could get into fat biking. It seems like it's more welcoming to people. It feels comfortable.
And you just got a new fat bike, didn't you?
I have a loaner fat bike, yeah.
Oh, a loaner. Well, there you go. That's even better.
Kind of nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thank you to my sponsors for the loaner fat bike.
Let's talk about gear. Let's talk about this new device that you have for grooming single track.
Professional organization around here, huh?
There's some people crawling around here. Yeah.
All right.
We don't get alarmed.
No big deal. All in the active business, I guess.
What is that device called?
We bought this groomer. It's called the Snow Dog. SNOWOG, I guess.
Yeah.
You can look it up online. It's sort of a glorified snowmobile track, if you will, that we can just drive around and pack down the snow, same as they do out on the hill.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's great. It leaves a 18 to 24 inch wide packed down surface for the fat bike, so you get the feel of being on a single track trail, and we're driving it through the woods, so you're in the woods. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it seems like it's doing the job.
So where can you find some of these fine groomed trails?
Well, there's wide groomed trails, around, but mostly what we're working on with the single track is off the narrow gauge pathway. So if you take your fat bike out to the narrow gauge and you're cruising along, you'll find these groomed single track pathways. Mostly right now we're working in the grassy loops area and sort of on the bottom of the Newton's Revenge Trail.
Yeah. Of course, we're missing a bridge there, so be cautious, but there is plenty of marking there.
We're missing a bridge, but I think as soon as the river freezes, we'll be able to get across there at Campbell. And you can use the Strattonbrook Trailhead and the Anti-Gravity Trailhead as well.
Right.
It's a good spot.
And this cool temperatures will firm things up, I think.
Yeah, when it's cold like this, it's great. It definitely packs the snow down. And the snow right now is a little bit powdery. It's not. It didn't really have a lot of moisture to it, so it's not packing as well as it will.
Yeah.
And I think as our trial and error is working with the groomer, we'll learn more about how to make it make it better, I guess.
Is there a learning curve?
I think so, yeah. I'm not really so much involved I'm not on the grooming crew, but I envision that they're having a learning curve going on. So.
What do they tow it with, a snow machine?
No, it is a snow machine.
It's a snow machine, okay.
It's sort of a snowmobile track on sort of a body, if you will, and you drive it like a lawnmower. Mm-hmm. And there will be a skid plate or a sled that it drags. And so, it's using the track and the weight of the rig to pull and to pack, and then the sled actually leaves like a nice smooth groomed surface behind.
Where are some other places that people can go and enjoy fat bike riding? I know a lot of people must have got them for Christmas, and they're looking for some really awesome spots.
Yeah, I mean the main hut, the entire main hut system is groomed and open for fat biking, so that's a great sort of point-to-point opportunity, as well as cruising into a hut and getting a hot chocolate or a piece of pie or something like that. Mm-hmm. Those are good options. I think that there's connector options through the outdoor center from either Reddington or the base area to get to and from the outdoor center. And the outdoor center, webpage would obviously have more information on where else you could go around there. Other than that, there's other touring centers around the state. Rangeley has their touring center that they groom all of their trails, and as I understand, all of that's open for fat biking as well. So. And
they have some nice new little elf houses throughout the trails.
I have a video that.
You do?
What did Luke say? Hut to hut?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would ski hut to hut today as well. Shack to shack, I think is what he said.
Well, we don't have any shacks here, just huts.
Here's
right.
The, video for that.
Well, let's take a look at that. Yeah, there it is.
There's a video?
You didn't know that, huh?
No, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the rig. It's basically a track. It's a track hauler. That's cool. It's got that cover.
Cool.
Yeah, and we're just going to try to go at it.
Who actually purchased that?
CR NIMBA, Carrabassett Region Chapter of the New England Mountain Bike Association. We just sort of felt that the time was right to provide that sort of service for people that were coming up here. We're getting a lot of demand for some groomed, open areas that people can go and ride their fat bikes.
So now all 4 seasons.
All 4 seasons. There's probably a fringe season in there that we're not really going, but...
Yeah, the mud season.
The mud season, right. No riding in mud season.
Right. Well, you can. It's just a lot more challenging.
That's when you want to go down south and sit on the beach for a couple weeks. Ask
Exactly.
Kip, he knows.
Ask Kip. Yeah, he knows, right. As you can see, fat biking, is there any place where people can buy gear for fat bikes and accessories for fat bikes around here?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would, if it was me, I would contact Carrabassett Valley Bike, Bob Ash. I know that he's around in the neighborhood here. Everyone sort of recognizes him from there. He could get you probably any specific gear that you wanted. I'm not exactly sure about FIS and Kingfield, but I do know that Northern Lights in Farmington. Northern Lights in Farmington rents fat bikes, and they probably have some gear as well.
Right.
Online shopping is really the way to go.
Right.
I feel like.
Well, delivered right to your door.
Right to your door.
Yeah, maybe with a drone someday. Who knows?
Maybe.